NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on Kyler Murray and the Seattle Seahawks.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
Tony Pollard on the return.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
That's good for a
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 49 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
wk7 set to kick.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Ryan. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
7-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well. On 2nd and 7, Ryan.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back into huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Jonathan,
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Eric Barnett.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. Well, maybe lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now wk7 for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Ryan. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Nick Boyle. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Demir Bird returning it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over first and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
wk7 set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Phillip Rivers, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Nick Foles has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Taylor, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Murray. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He's good. Makes the score Seahawks 24, Texans.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Texans take over first and 10.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. Now Ryan on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run it with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Samuel, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, that'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ebron's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They run with Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Houston, the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Funches, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Seahawks.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now it's Bird on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, it's going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Bird on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Number 30.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must have a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Texans, They move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,